In today's video, you'll see a spider living in a woman's ear, and we also have a cockroach that was found inside a woman's head. But first, let's look at what can grow inside your lungs. Number 10. A pea plant. What if I told you that a man's lung collapsed and when doctors operated on him, they found a plant growing inside? Yes, you heard that right. Ron Sweden, a retired teacher from Massachusetts, was rushed to the hospital when his left lung collapsed. Doctors thought he had a lung tumor, but they couldn't quite figure out why all the cancer tests kept coming back negative. In a bizarre twist, surgeons discovered that a pea plant had been growing inside Sweden's lung. How did it get there? Well, it turns out that he might have accidentally inhaled a pea while eating. The warm and moist environment in his lung allowed the pea to germinate, and it started growing. Can you imagine having a plant growing inside your body? Thankfully, the doctors were able to remove the plant safely and Sweden made a full recovery. Number 9. A spider. In 2015, a woman named Li Meng from China thought she was being haunted by some evil spirits. Imagine thinking you're being haunted by evil spirits, only to discover that a spider has been living inside your ear the entire time. Yes, in 2015, Li Meng from China experienced this nightmare firsthand. It all started when Li and her superstitious boyfriend went on a hike and got into an argument over some berries. When Li returned home, she began hearing a strange scratching sound in her ear. Despite trying painkillers and anti-inflammatory medication, the scratching persisted, and Li became convinced she was possessed by evil spirits. But when she finally went to the doctor, the truth was revealed. The doctor quickly performed surgery to remove the creepy crawly, saving Li from her supernatural delusions. Number 8. Potato roots. Back in 2014, medical staff in Medellin, Colombia made a startling discovery: a potato growing inside a 22-year-old woman. According to local reports, the woman had inserted the potato inside herself as a form of contraception following her mother's advice. But what she didn't expect was the severe abdominal pain that soon followed. The potato had reportedly germinated inside her body and had started to grow roots. At first, when nurse Carolina Rojas saw roots emerging from the woman's body, she thought it was a prank. Eventually, the truth came clear when a fully rooted potato growing inside her was pulled out. Number 7. Guava sprout. Dental hygiene is very important, but some people don't have enough time to take care of their teeth, and you're just about to meet one of them thanks to Next Animation Studios' News Direct YouTube channel and British Dental Journal. In 2011, this channel reported on a truly unusual case that happened to a 36-year-old Taiwanese man. It all started with a severe toothache that led the man to visit the dentist. But what the dentist discovered during the procedure left everyone stunned. A small guava sprout was growing inside the man's wisdom tooth. It's believed that a guava seed had become lodged in his tooth while he was eating the fruit, and over the next 10 days it had started to grow inside his mouth. The dentist was so shocked that he called over his colleagues to take a look at this unbelievable discovery. The man was reportedly so embarrassed that he fled the dentist's office without saying a word. I wonder how anyone can stay over a week with a fruit seed embedded in their tooth without taking notice, but anyway, he learned the hard way about the importance of dental hygiene. Number 6. A dandelion. In 2013, the parents of a 16-month-old girl noticed that she was constantly scratching her ears. They thought it might be an ear infection or some other strange disease, but they couldn't quite figure out what was wrong. The doctor discovered a 3/4-inch dandelion flower flourishing inside the girl's ear canal. Thankfully, the doctors were able to carefully remove the flower and set the little girl free from the risk of internal bleeding. Number 5. Worm in brain. Alvarez was experiencing a range of complex health conditions, including balance challenges, difficulty swallowing, and numbness in her left arm. When she went to a health facility in Phoenix for answers, the doctor initially suspected a brain tumor. However, upon closer examination of her MRI image, something much more shocking was revealed. A worm was actually penetrating her brain. Without wasting any time, Alvarez was immediately rushed into surgery, where a team of doctors worked to remove the worm from her brain. She was left in disbelief at how a worm could have possibly made its way into her brain. Number 4. Botfly larva. Imagine waking up to find a worm-like creature wiggling in your eye and you can't tell how it got there. That's exactly what a 17-year-old boy in Peru woke up to one morning. The boy started experiencing swelling around his eye and a worm-like movement. And so in June 2015, he decided to visit a Peruvian ophthalmologist. The doctor could not tell exactly what was troubling the teen. However, after carrying out an MRI scan, the unthinkable discovery was made. A botfly larva had made its way into the boy's eye. The doctor speculated that a mosquito with fly eggs stuck to its legs might have bitten him in his sleep, leading to the birth of a botfly larva in his eyeball. Eventually, the doctor expertly lured the larva out using basil leaves, and immediately the little guy poked its head out for a nibble. She grabbed it with tweezers and pulled it out. Thankfully, the teenager recovered well, with no damage to his eye. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick. Today's images feature a man who seems to be fully pregnant and a juxtaposed image of a CT scan of his belly showing something weird growing inside his stomach. Let's find out what's really growing inside this man's stomach with Number 3. A baby. Now, that sounds crazy, but in a remote village in Nagpur, India, a man named Sanju Bhagat lived a seemingly normal life until his stomach started to grow uncontrollably at the age of 20. At first, doctors thought it was a tumor, but what they found inside him was beyond their wildest dreams. Indeed, it is unbelievable what they found growing inside Sanju's belly for over 30 years. It wasn't a tumor after all, but his twin brother. That's right, Sanju was carrying his twin brother inside him and he had no idea. This medical phenomenon, known as fetus in fetu, is extremely rare and almost unheard of. Sanju's twin brother had been growing inside him, feeding off him like a parasite, and was fully developed with all the features of a baby. But that's not even the craziest part. When Sanju was rushed to the hospital for surgery, doctors were shocked to find that his twin brother was still alive inside of him. They had to perform a delicate surgery to remove the deformed fetus and save Sanju's life. Number 2. Teratoma tumor. It's not the ordinary tumor you know, but the shocking bit is that it was still found growing inside a human body. Back in 2010, 26-year-old Nicola Ellington was eagerly awaiting the delivery of her baby when she experienced an unexpected twist. She gave birth to not only her baby, but also to a massive tumor known as teratoma that had grown so large it was the size of a watermelon. The tumor was so shocking considering that it contains a variety of tissues such as bone, hair, muscle, and even teeth. Luckily, Nicola underwent a successful operation to remove the massive tumor, allowing her to deliver her baby safely. Number 1. Cockroach. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with an unexplainable sensation in your nostril? You might think it's just a cold, but what if it was something much more sinister? Selvi, a 42-year-old domestic worker from India, experienced just that. She went to bed like any other night, only to be rudely awakened by a crawling, tingling sensation in her right nostril. But that was just the beginning. Selvi soon realized that something was moving inside her nose. Despite visiting multiple doctors, Selvi was met with misdiagnoses and dismissals, leaving her in excruciating pain and discomfort. That is, until the fourth doctor finally discovered the root of the problem. A fully grown cockroach had made its way into Selvi's head through the ears, causing a world of hurt. The doctor performed an endoscopy to remove the still living cockroach from Selvi's sinus cavity through her nose. Thanks to the successful procedure, Selvi was free from the tinkling pain and possible infection of the brain. Thanks for watching.